Yo, what's good, y'all? Call it Reese here. We're back with another Spooky Monday video. I just noticed half of y'all that's like looking at my videos and stuff and looking at my page or whatever. Half of y'all not just like subscribe to that, and it'll be a little more better if you subscribe to my channel. So subscribe to my channel, and yeah, that's all. Let's go ahead and do this video.
Camera footage. From break-ins to disappearances to even ghosts and supposed alien abductions, it's no doubt these cameras capture some interesting and dark pieces of footage. In today's video, I wanted to focus on the horrors that have been caught on film and discuss the context within each video. So please, join me as we take a look into disturbing things caught on security camera.
Disturbing things caught on security camera by Tov. Okay, let's see how it go. Let's see.
German man Lars Matank was on vacation with 4 friends at a resort called Golden Sands. This resort was popular among visitors as it resided by the coast of the Black Sea, and it was a fairly cheap stay. Specifically, Lars and his friends were staying at Hotel Viva Club within the resort. Everything was going great and they spent their time hanging out on the beach, drinking, and other things of that nature. Though things took a turn about a week later when Lars got into a fight at a 24-hour McDonald's. Lars, a fan of the football club Werder Bremen, had differences with fans of Bayern Munich. He then parted from his friends outside a restaurant after leaving the bar and disappeared for the rest of the night. Lars turned up at the resort the following morning and told his friends he was beaten by 4 men hired by the group in the bar who he had a disagreement with the night before. The fight resulted in Lars having an injured jaw and ruptured eardrum. He went and saw a doctor who advised him to not fly due to his injury because the high altitude pressure could make things worse. So he prescribed the antibiotic cefprozil. Lars's friends wanted to stay with him, but he insisted he was fine on his own, and he told them they could go back home without him. He'll just stay to recover. So they did. They left without him. Lars checked out of the resort the same time as his friends and checked into the hotel Color Varna for one night. The hotel was cheap.
I think I heard about this story. I'm not sure. I gotta look at. I remember. I think he was running. He was just running and shit.
And close to the airport. However, a day after his friends left, he began to act paranoid. While at the hotel, Lars called his mother, and in a whisper, he told her that people were trying to kill him or rob him, and that she should cancel his credit cards. The security cameras in the hotel recorded him pacing up and down the halls, looking out windows, and hiding in an elevator. At 1 in the morning, he left the hotel before returning about an hour later. It's not known what he did in this period of time. In the morning, he once again called his mother, telling her that the people pursuing him were getting closer. Lars was last seen at Varna Airport on July 8th, 2014, the day he was planning on going back to Germany. He texted his mother that he had arrived at the airport. He went to consult with the airport doctor, Dr. Kostov, and Kostov would later describe his behavior as nervous and erratic. According to Kostov, he told Lars that he was fine and he could return home. However, Lars didn't leave his office, expressing doubt about the medication that he was taking. At that time, a construction worker entered the office. The airport was undergoing renovation at the time, so it was pretty normal for a construction worker to come into an office and ask, hey, what else do you need me to do? Stuff like that. Kostov said that Lars then began to tremble. He yelled, I don't want to die here. I have to get out of here. He then got up and fled the office. He left all of his luggage, which included his wallet, cell phone, and passport. He was captured by airport security cameras fleeing the terminal. Once outside, he can be seen on the footage jogging away from the airport, climbing a fence, running into a meadow, and sprinting off camera. This was the last time Lars Matank was ever seen. A lot of people think that he just got brain damage from the fight and that he just went insane after that. The running into nothingness, it's so scary. And then never being seen again, bro. Truly horrifying. Imagine the last place.
You want to be a software engineer, right? Go to elgocademy.com. Use our step-by-step coding tutorial.
You're seen is through a 180p security camera. Jesus, like that sucks. That sucks so much. Wow. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Damn, man. Talking about like disturbing security camera footage really makes me want to write. But thankfully, Jesus Christ, this is such a bad fucking ad. You guys are gonna have to deal with it. Fuck you. But thankfully, we have the Earl notebook. We sell notebooks at earldoesn'texist.com. This is not our specialty. This is like a thing for the fall. Go on to the next one now.
Do not care about that.
Jameson family disappearance. On October 8th, 2009, in Eufaula, Oklahoma, a family of 3 went missing, and till this day, no one knows what led up to their mysterious deaths. Bobby Dale Jameson, his wife Sherilyn, and their 6-year-old daughter, Madison, seemed to live pretty normal lives until family members noticed they were gone. A police search began and their truck was found in Latimer County, which is an hour away from their home. In the past few months, the family had been looking for 40 acres of land to buy, where they planned to live in their storage shed. But the items found in their truck indicate that they weren't planning on disappearing forever. Inside, investigators found their IDs, wallets, phones, Sherilyn's purse, and even the family dog, which was alive but extremely malnourished. Dude, this thing is choking me. Y'all, leave a like, because I'm getting choked, bro. Leave a like, subscribe, buy Earl. Y'all know what to do. They also found $32,000 in cash, and police still don't know where they got that money from. Some investigators suspect that it could have been due to selling or buying drugs, but also, why would you take your daughter to a drug deal? Doesn't really make that much sense. Not only that, but in a cell phone in the car, they found this creepy photo of the daughter in the woods the day the family disappeared. It was impossible to tell from the condition of the truck if they had left voluntarily or had been forced out of the car by someone else. A search party was formed and investigators combed through miles of woods and surrounding area looking for any trace of the Jameson family, but nothing was found. On November 16th, 2013, 4 years later, just 3 miles away from where the truck was parked, hunters stumbled upon the partial remains of 2 adult skeletons and 1 child skeleton. Forensic testing proved that it was the Jameson family, but due to how decomposed the bodies were, they couldn't find a cause of death. So the police decided to open the case back up again and check through the family security footage. What they found was extremely odd. In the video, the couple is seen going back and forth between the house and the truck, packing up their things, and in the video they didn't interact once, and they seem to be bringing and taking the same stuff from the house. Prior to their disappearance, Bobby Dale had gone to his pastor and claimed that his home was haunted, saying that he had 2 to 4 ghosts on the roof. Sherilyn had also purchased a satanic Bible, allegedly as a joke. However, Bobby Dale confessed to his pastor that he had read it, leading some people to believe that witchcraft may have been a factor in their deaths. Sherilyn's mother believed that the Jamesons had somehow gotten involved with a cult and were murdered by violent members, but she never named the cult, and there's no evidence supporting that theory. Easy home break-in. On January 10th, 2019, in Birmingham, which is in the United Kingdom,
that's real. That case is really crazy.
Thief was caught on an inner home security camera. First, he triggers the patio light, which he doesn't care about, and then shines his flashlight inside the home to see what he can take. He then proceeds to pick the lock on the sliding glass door and eventually is successful. He slides the door and listens in for a while before leaving the scene in a hurry. But seconds later, he returns, and this time he actually enters the home and begins getting a better look at the place. Then the house alarm goes off and he makes a run for it, for good this time. Keep in mind, the homeowners were in the house the whole time. They were upstairs and they were fucking horrified seeing how deep someone got into their house. One of the homeowners explained on Facebook, "So last night at around 12:30 a.m. we got broken into by this scumbag. Luckily he fled by our house alarm, but still managed to break our patio lock completely and get into the living room. Absolutely mind-boggled that someone was in my house while I was asleep. We noticed a car come down the road and pass our house twice just a few minutes before this man ran up our drive. The car looks like a black BMW 1 Series. CCTV also shows he has a funny limp with his walk. Someone must recognize this. Honestly gutted. Hopefully the scumbag will be caught as he was a pro at what he was doing." It really is scary how quiet the thief was and how deep he got into the house. And luckily for them, they had a camera inside the home, which I don't really see most homes do. It's usually businesses that have inner security cameras. The person was never caught, in case you're wondering. I mean, they're wearing a mask. You can't really do anything.
That shit hella scary, bruh. Such getting breaking in like that. It's just not worth it at all.
About that one. But yeah, I thought this was a scary one to add to the list. Let's continue. Ghosts. Okay, so first let's start with these orbs that are caught on security camera footage. A lot of people think these are ghosts or souls, and this is how they appear on video, just bright balls of light that the human eye can't see. Some people like to see it as their loved ones visiting them, but we'll never really know. Though it is interesting how many orbs are caught on camera. Moving on to more creepy stuff are actual ghosts caught on film. Now there are many of these cases. I think most of them are fake, I'm not gonna lie, but I'll show you some that I think could be real. Yes, I believe in ghosts. I don't see why someone wouldn't. But most people just try to fake it to get clout, you know? So I got some genuine ones for you guys. Here we have a video taken by a mother of a little boy on his bicycle, and if you look closely at the balcony, you can see the shape of a little child. This took place in England, and the property dates back to the 19th century. The creepy part is the mother asked officials about the figure, and they said only security was in the building at the time. And I don't think they have 4'9" securities guarding the place. The next clip is from 2019. And I'll just read how the video starts. Literally in the middle of the fucking woods. The house from Courage the Cowardly Dog seems safer than this. Woman in handcuffs. On August 24th, 2018 in Montgomery, Texas, security camera footage caught a woman in handcuffs ringing a home's doorbell and then walking away. It was about 3:20 a.m. and the frightened home resident called police, saying that there was a woman wearing what looked like restraints with no shoes and that she was ringing their doorbell late in the evening. The footage went viral, making national news. At first, no one was able to identify the woman as police searches intensified. Local officials were worried that something may have happened to the woman as she appeared to be in distress in the footage. 5 days later, on August 29th, the woman was identified as 32-year-old local resident whose name was kept private for safety reasons due to suspected domestic violence. She told police she had been sexually and that the broken restraints on her wrists were bondage cuffs.
A lot of details, but I was scared at the time, and that's what caused me to ring the neighbor's doorbell. I believe in my heart that is not who he truly is, so I don't want, it hurts me to see him bashed online.
When she was found, her boyfriend was also found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. She explained that not only did she try ringing doorbells, but she also tried waving cars down, but no one stopped. She wouldn't disclose details about what caused her to flee from the home, but she told local news that she forgives him.
I woke up and he was kneeling on my chest and stuffing some sort of cloths in my mouth, duct taping my entire head. Felt like when that was happening, like I was going to die there then.
Missy Beavers killer. Terry Missy Beavers was born on August 9th, 1970 in Graham, Texas. Married to Brandon Beavers in 1998, Missy was a mother to 3 daughters and the family resided in Red Oak. Missy Beavers worked as a fitness instructor, holding Camp Gladiator boot camps at Midlothian's Creekside Church of Christ, only 20 minutes away from her residence. On April 18th, 2016, the body of Missy Beavers was found at that same church. Beavers' murder garnered a lot of media attention after Midlothian police published surveillance videos from inside the church. Captured around the time period before Beavers' murder, the video shows an unknown person in police tactical gear walking around. They would also break glass and break into doors. Police believe the person in the video is Beavers' murderer.
That's hella scary. Hella scary right there.
Few developments have been made since the initial case, but it's not solved yet, and I don't know if it ever will be. Before dawn on April 18th, 2016, there was a heavy thunderstorm. The night before her murder, Beavers informed her students that the fitness class would be held inside, as opposed to the typical site at the parking lot. Beavers was last seen on surveillance tapes arriving at 4:18 in the morning. Shortly after 5 in the morning, a student entered the class, stumbling upon Beavers' body. She was pronounced dead not long after the police arrived, and she was found with several puncture wounds to the head and chest. A police warrant alleged that these wounds were consistent with tools the suspect was carrying throughout the building. Although police did not confirm whether it was a weapon of murder, the hammer was found alongside other tools near her body. At first, the investigators were sure the suspect was a man. However, as time went by, more and more people had begun to suspect that it's actually a woman under that costume. Investigators shared another potential clue. The suspect appeared to be walking slowly, sometimes steadying themselves with the wall and having trouble moving their right foot or leg. In 2021, a forensic podiatrist contested both claims, alleging that the walk was affected by the weight of the gear and the weapons, and there's no relationship between the walk and the gender. Initially, a reward was set at $10,000 before doubling to $20,000 and then rising to $50,000. And ever since 2021, the price stayed at $150,000 simply for information about this person. Wow, rest in peace. Disappearance of Meta Valentine. Mother, Meta Valentine, was reported missing in 2014 after she failed to show up for Bible study. The last footage of her was this surveillance video taken from outside of her apartments. The man that chased her down in the video was later identified as Reginald McDowell, her ex-boyfriend. Meta and McDowell first met in high school, but their relationship was extremely complicated. By 1999, Meta ended up dating someone new, a man named Kenneth D. Thompson, and that same year, Meta and Kenneth were reportedly bound, gagged, pistol whipped, and placed into the trunk of a vehicle by the ex, Reginald. He was later charged with 2 counts of first-degree kidnapping and 1 count each of first-degree burglary and shooting into an occupied vehicle. In 2001, Reginald was sentenced to 15 years in prison, but was released in 2011. Once he was free, him and Meta got back together. In 2014, Meta ended up just breaking up with him, and 11 days after doing so, she went missing. Meta's body was never found, and Reginald was never caught, but he's suspected to be somewhere in New York. Ugh, that's so sad. Imagine the last footage of you is, security. Imagine your kids. She was a mom. The last thing they could see is just like some pixels of her running away. That's horrible. That's horrible. But yeah, rest in peace, sir. Supposed alien abduction caught on film. In 1996, the TV show Paranormal Borderline had a submission that contained a VHS tape and a letter. The letter quit his job and moved away. Now, I know this one's most likely fake, and it's already extremely...
Alright, y'all. That's Spooky Mondays right there with the tub. Shit, anything else? Just more Spooky Monday videos, just send me a comment. Tell me what video I should look at, and we should go from there. Alright, everybody. Peace. I'm out.